Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, guys. It's not every day that you see a blockbuster move that could reshape the entire AFC North, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Rumors are swirling around the Pittsburgh Steelers and their front office's aggressive pursuit to bolster the offensive line, and it's all centered around one of the biggest names in the league, Trent Williams. If you're a Steelers fan, you already know how crucial protecting quarterback Kenny Pickett is, especially after a season where the offensive line has struggled to keep him upright. But what's really catching everyone's attention right now is the potential trade that could send Williams, the legendary 11-time All-Pro, to the Steel City. The Steelers, sitting at an impressive 4-1 record, have been frustrated with their offensive line's performance this season. They're allowing an average of about 3-4 sacks per game, which is simply unacceptable when you're trying to compete in the AFC. They understand that to truly contend for a Super Bowl, they need to upgrade that unit. And they're zeroing in on Trent Williams, a player who's been nothing short of dominant since entering the league back in 2010. Williams, a 4th overall pick, has been a cornerstone of the 49ers offensive line, and his impact this season has been nothing short of extraordinary. In fact, through 5 games in 2025, he's allowed 0 sacks, a feat that's almost unheard of for an offensive tackle of his caliber. His pass block efficiency is through the roof, sitting at 95%, and his PFF grade is a staggering 92.8, making him arguably the best offensive tackle in the league right now. Williams' career is nothing short of legendary. 13 Pro Bowls, a career PFF average of 91.5, and a positive EPA per block of +3.6. These numbers tell the story of a player who's consistently elite. His zone blocking is especially notable, with an 88% success rate, which is perfect for teams that prioritize a run-heavy attack and versatile blocking schemes. And speaking of the run game, Williams' presence would be a game-changer for the Steelers, who are currently averaging around 112 rushing yards per game. With him in the fold, that number could easily jump to 145 yards, a boost of about 20%. That's huge for a team that wants to establish a physical, balanced attack. But why would the 49ers consider trading away someone like Trent Williams? Well, it's all about cap space and strategic moves. The Niners are operating with just $8 million in cap room, and they're also under pressure to extend their star pass rusher Nick Bosa. Moving Williams, who commands a hefty contract worth around $138 million, frees up roughly $22 million in cap space, which is vital for their offseason plans. Plus, they're a team that's still in the mix, sitting at 3-2, but there's some skepticism around quarterback Brock Purdy. His completion percentage is at 59%, with 7 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. That inconsistency has fans and insiders questioning whether the Niners should invest more in protecting their quarterback with a veteran like Williams. Now, for the Steelers, this trade would be a massive upgrade not only in terms of talent, but also in terms of stability. They're sitting on about $6.5 million in cap space, and acquiring Williams would make their offensive line a true strength. This move would address the issues caused by the inconsistencies of Dan Moore Jr., who's been struggling at times this season. With Williams, the Steelers would be creating a wall that can support Kenny Pickett and give their rushing attack a real boost. Imagine the impact: a pillar of the offensive line, similar to what Orlando Brown brought to the Chiefs in 2023, elevating the entire team's performance. And it's not just about the immediate boost. Williams would become a cornerstone of the Steelers' rebuild, especially as they look to compete at a high level for years to come. His presence on the right side of the line would allow Najee Harris to find more running lanes and gain over 150 yards this season, reducing turnovers and keeping the offense on the field longer. Plus, his exceptional run blocking, which averages around 4.8 yards per block, would open up more opportunities for big plays. And let's not forget, he's a proven playoff performer, with an average of just 1/8 sacks allowed in postseason games, which gives the Steelers' offense a much-needed sense of security when the stakes are highest. This move would also have a ripple effect on the team's overall efficiency. The Steelers' passing game would benefit greatly, as Williams' ability to neutralize pass rushers and provide Kenny Pickett with more time would see their QBR rise from around 88.2 to potentially over 95. That's a significant jump that could make or break tight games in December and January. Plus, with his proven ability to win blocks, his win rate in blocking is about 15% higher than other tackles. He would help reduce the pressure on the entire offensive line, turning it into an elite unit. That in turn would allow Najee Harris and the other running backs to thrive, gaining more yards per carry and reducing the risk of turnovers caused by pressure or sacks. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this trade wouldn't just be about boosting the current season. It's a strategic move that signals the Steelers' serious intent to contend in the postseason. Their odds to win the Super Bowl, which currently sit around plus 1,200, could see a significant drop, meaning increased chances of bringing another Lombardi home. With Williams protecting the blind side and anchoring the line, the Steelers could project a 12-5 record, similar to what the Chiefs experienced after acquiring Orlando Brown, who helped them boost their rushing yards and overall offensive efficiency. The move also aligns with their long-term plans of building a team capable of sustained success, especially with the AFC North being so competitive and loaded with talented teams. Meanwhile, the 49ers, with their cap situation and their focus on extending Nick Bosa, are making a calculated gamble. They're prioritizing their future, and by trading Williams, they're creating space and flexibility. The question is whether they'll find a suitable replacement that can maintain their elite blocking standards. They might turn to internal options like Dominic Pooney or other younger players, but Williams' experience and consistency are hard to replace. For the Steelers, though, this is a golden opportunity. They're making a statement that they're not just building for the present, but are positioning themselves for a deep playoff run, possibly even a Super Bowl appearance if everything falls into place. And let's not forget, this move also sends a message across the league. The Steelers are serious about competing at the highest level. They're willing to make bold trades, invest in their offensive line, and trust their scouting and development. It's a reminder that Pittsburgh isn't just about a solid defense anymore. They're all in on building an offense that can match their legendary defensive reputation. That's why acquiring a player like Trent Williams would be a game changer, elevating their entire team and making them a nightmare for defenses in the AFC. So, as the NFL season unfolds and the trade deadline approaches on April 4th, all eyes are on Pittsburgh. Will they pull off this blockbuster deal? Will Trent Williams land in the Steel City and become the anchor that finally pushes this team over the top? It's a story that's developing in real time, and for us Steelers fans, it's an exciting chapter that could redefine the franchise's future. The potential is enormous, and if it happens, it could be the move that takes this team from good to great, from playoff contenders to Super Bowl champions. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and I promise you, the best is yet to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you believe Trent Williams can transform this team into a Super Bowl contender? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the Steelers because it fuels this community and keeps the passion alive. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned and keep supporting your Steelers. The season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this on the horizon, we're all in for an incredible ride. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Steelers.